For centuries, the Western multinationals were kind of the apex predators of global business. The pioneers rode a wave of what's been called the Great Divergence. So there's a period from the late 17th century to kind of mid-20th century when the entire balance of global economic activity shifted from east to west. But the Great Divergence is in full reverse. The economies in Asia have been ascendant. Most recently, China, whose breathtaking scale and this 40-year expansion has attracted virtually all the multinationals in the world who are in search of help in growing their businesses, creating new partnerships, and learning new skills. But those hyper-growth years in China are probably in the rearview mirror for most of these firms. And there have been a number of reasons for that. Regulation has sometimes been difficult, strong local competition, and some mistakes on the part of the multinationals. They've all contributed to making the going harder and harder over the last decade. Now, meanwhile, the Chinese multinationals have their own challenges. The early pioneers like Lenovo and Haier, they blazed the trail. Belt and Road opened up lots of opportunities for firms in other sectors. More recently, there have been good successes in industries like messaging, gaming, automotive, chemicals, amongst others. But there are some real obstacles to more aggressive growth for more Chinese firms. First, of course, the geopolitical tensions between the US and China in particular, and that is likely to create restrictions in sectors even outside and beyond technology, where most of the action has been so far. Second, the Chinese firms need to learn how to build strong, global, trusted brands, which there's nothing theoretical standing in the way of them doing that. But what we know from observing global business history for many decades is that it takes a long time. And then third, there's a shift in domestic government policy in China, with a real focus back on the internal circulation, so-called, as part of the dual circulation program, to encourage more focus domestically rather than on overseas expansion. And so while the foreign multinationals work out how to compete in the new reality of China, the Chinese multinationals are rediscovering what they've probably always known. Their best growth opportunities lie right in front of them at home.